Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Obviously, they do everything big here in Dallas, and the introduction of the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football in Big D as their guys will do battle with the Washington football team. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down. This Washington defense, Charles, terrific in the victory a week ago.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks, and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield when all you're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you.
The last run got a couple. Here's second and 8.
52's the mic right here, over there, right? 52's the mic. Hey, watch the slap.
From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Now third down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown. Well, it was third down. Defensively, they were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said. They got off the field.
They're going to have to come right back on.
They're going to come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
Hopkins with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is Tony Pollard. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. Running room at the 50. Look out. Tony Pollard. He will score. Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. Less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
Zerline connects on the extra point. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. It's a first down and more for Gibson. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. For a lot of people, MVP award means a quarterback award usually, but over 100 yards again last week. They're going to have to look his way more than once when giving out this award this season, I think.
Yeah, it's not just the consistency. There's been some plays that we've seen where we talk about it for weeks thereafter. That's what we're getting out of him. Over 100 yards last week. Expects to continue that in this game, too.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Well, this defense for the Cowboys, they were very strong in the win last week over the Giants.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Excellent work there by Lance as he scrambles for the first down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Keanu Neal, former Falcon, up to make the tackle. Well, this defense for the Cowboys, they were very strong in the win last week over the Giants.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. A handoff for Gibson. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. Lance looking to throw it. That one caught. It's the rookie De'Ami Brown. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down. Here's a give to Gibson. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The 2nd and 7 with our score tied at 7, but they're planning to change that soon. Only question, will they get 3 or 6 out of it? But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Here's Lance to throw it. Got an open man, finds Gibson. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Now Lance. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. These two teams all tied after 1. Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Back to the ground with Gibson. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. From the gun, it's Lance. Flushed out right. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th. And Hopkins' kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They start on the ground with Elliott. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. He's got his man. It's Gallup. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 16 and the Dallas 1st down. 2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. This thrown quickly out to Cooper. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
Well, kind of a quirk in the schedule. These two division rivals didn't see each other much of the year. Their first meeting was just a few weeks ago, back in Week 14. This, the 2nd meeting between these two division rivals. You might recall they met earlier in the year.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. The tackle for loss goes to Matthew Ioannidis. Really nice play.
13 yards remaining on second down.
On play action, Prescott. Over the middle, Amari Cooper. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. After the penalty, it's Elliott. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
An extra man in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott.
Able to hit his target, Lamb. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. Two minutes remaining in the first half, 10-7, our score. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Now it's a bootleg with Prescott. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Trying to cover Cooper there a little too closely.
And he's such a tough cover because he runs his routes so well. Hard to stay with him and hard to figure out exactly where the break points are. And in this case, he created another pass interference call.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
52, 52. Let's go.
Play fake. Here's Prescott. They'll roll him out right.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Cooper again the target. That'll bring up 2nd down. Prescott off play action. Sliding out of the pocket. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Prescott from the gun.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
Picked by Kendall Fuller. And now off to the races down the right side.
You know they pay me.
And he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown.
Coaches preach all the time about opportunities and taking advantage of them, and he did exactly that. I used to have a coach told us all the time, a lost opportunity is never regained. Well, no regrets here. He picked that one off and took it to the house.
Extra point good by Hopkins, and his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go.
Back to it after the pick six. Prescott. Wide open, Amari Cooper. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
That is caught by Lamb.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
18 more yards there and another first down.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Prescott.
He'll fire this deep for Gallup.
That ball is caught. It's Gallup. Touchdown, Cowboys. Michael Gallup in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Cowboys are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
Zerline good with a PAT. And the lead is down to a field goal.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. This one taken just inside the 10. So we have come upon halftime, and it's the visiting group from Washington who are out on top.
As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half.
So Washington in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. This one fielded at the 5. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Second half starts with a run by Gibson.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Brings up second and 2.
On play action, Lance.
And this is caught. It's Brown. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Second and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's first and 10 right at the 40.
They'll run here with Gibson.
And he's going to get this inside the 30.
47 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Second and 10 now from the 27.
They'll run. It's Gibson.
Down to the 25. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Curtis Samuel with touchdown number 7 on the year.
And Washington is able to stretch their lead.
Circle that drive, because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes, because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's first and 10 just outside the 30. Now Elliott. The tackle by Cole Holcomb.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Second and 6.
Again to Elliott. Oh, Elliott going to be hit. He coughs it up. Loose football. But I believe a Cowboy was there to get it. He was, and Dallas will maintain possession.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
So they recover their own fumble. Now they face 3rd and short.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott.
This one incomplete. Almost picked off by the rookie, but he couldn't quite look it in. And now it's 4th down.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Off the play fake, Prescott. And this is caught. Amari Cooper. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper with touchdown number 12 on the year.
And the Cowboys' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and the lead is down to a field goal. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Here's Gibson to start the drive. It's a 1st down and more for Gibson.
There he goes, right side. He's at the 30.
Here we go.
Touchdown, Washington.
And that one heck of a run right there. Once he got loose, you could tell that he was going to run a long way. That was pretty impressive.
And first and foremost, this is all about vision. He could see the play developing right in front of him. And once he's past the line of scrimmage and got a full head of steam behind him, he's just going to keep right on going.
Hopkins with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the #1 thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action. Now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad.
Is that what
he would have kept it on the ground.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
It's a party now. It's a party now.
They go to Elliott again. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Play action now, Prescott. He's got his receiver, Cooper.
And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A good pick up there of 20 yards.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Bound to lose 1. No, check that. We're going Mike 52. Come to ball. Hey,
On 1st and 10, Prescott looking deep in the direction of Cooper.
And Prescott, his 3rd interception.
Picked by Kendall Fuller. And his guys are going to have the football back as the 3rd quarter comes to an end. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Out there setting ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
Turnover that just got him the football back, obviously a big one, because had they been able to score on the other side, this would have been a one-possession game.
So you don't sense full relief here, then?
No, I don't, especially with the ball this deep in their own territory, because you make a mistake, they've got it right back in prime position.
They certainly do. So now, almost like almost like a 4-minute offense, right? Take care of this bad boy. Make sure the other team doesn't touch it, but move it with consistent gains. Wear down the clock and make them use their timeouts in this situation.
They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Now Lance unable to escape, and down he goes. Micah Parsons brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. Here's Tressway now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Intended that time for Cooper, and it's 2nd down. Looking to throw, Prescott. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And he's taken down inside the 30. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy 1st down.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
And he'll get this one down to about the 27. The tackle by Matthew Ioannidis.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Prescott. On the crossing route, he hits his man, Amari Cooper. Give him 9 on the play, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Watch the screen.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 65 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
Brandon, this can be so demoralizing for a defense. They've had 2 opportunities to get off the field. They haven't gotten it done. So now your coordinator, he's going to call every blitz that he has, any type of exotic, something that they haven't seen before. And he's also telling the defensive lineman, don't worry about holding people up. Just get in gaps and try and make a big play.
And not only, and he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Ezekiel Elliott with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Cowboys have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. A strong run there, boy, when he gets it, especially around the goal line, like a bull in a china shop.
And none of us ever want to confront that bull in any china shop, do we? Any more than we want to confront him. Got behind his pads, ran with power, and got into the end zone.
What an asset around the goal line, a guy like that.
It's almost like a safety blanket, isn't it? When all else fails, hand it to this big back and let him power his way forward.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Now a timeout called for by the defense, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
A carry for Gibson.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
They'll run with Gibson.
And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Now Gibson.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Washington about to close this one out as they are down to a knee. So it's Washington getting the victory here.
And I tell you, these division games, never for the faint of heart, but they come through with a tight victory here on the road.
And you find yourself working harder in a game like this too, don't you?
Yeah,
because you got to stay with it, right? You got to stay with it. You got to stay locked in. It's our type of a game. And you just mentioned it. Division game, on the road, tight. And they find a way to win it. Way to hunker down, as my old coach used to say, and find your way through.
So for Washington, the win will be number 11 for them on the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the Philadelphia Eagles. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, this was basically just an exhibition game for them as they'd already clinched home field advantage. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Arizona Cardinals.